Today I just wanted to talk about some luxury pieces that I've sold and why. I kind of took a break from YouTube. It was hard for me to always find a place that had good lighting, and I just realized like that's too stressful. Like I don't have a nice display for my handbags or anything. I don't have a nice room that has like perfect lighting and a perfect background to film. So I was just like, why am I pretending like I do? Because I don't. And the fact that I have kids, it made it really hard for me to find time to like sit down and film a video. So I just realized like, you know what, I should just film what I can. And then if I have to go do something, then always come back at another time. So yeah, that's kind of what's gonna happen, I think. So maybe I'll finish this video today. So maybe I'll finish this video today, maybe I won't. But yeah, I just want to talk about luxury things that I sold and why. There are separate reasons for each one, but you know, for the most part, after I thought about it, it's because, well, for one, if I had like just an infinite amount of money that I could spend on, you know, just like play money, then I probably wouldn't sell a lot of these things, just because I do like having luxury, nice things just to even like look at. Like it brings me happiness and it's kind of fun to just like have them. I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. But to be honest, like I am not in the financial mental state where I can just have a ton of luxury items just sitting in my closet or not being used at all. So yeah, that's the main reason why a lot of these are sold, but I'll also briefly go into like little specific reasons why I sold some pieces. So yeah, let's do that. So the first luxury item I think I want to mention that I sold is my two Chanel jumbos, the vintage ones with the large CC. I sold both of them. It was hard because I searched a really long time for those for like a decent deal. And you know, because they're vintage, they're not as readily available and it's hard to find one in a condition that you really like. So yeah, it took me a little while to find those, but I did end up selling them. And the reason was because they were just a little bit, they didn't really fit my lifestyle, like that size. I love the size, but honestly, I have a Longchamp bag, a tote bag that I really like to use every day, and it's really sturdy. And yeah, it just holds everything that I need. So I just found that I wasn't using those jumbos very much. I just realized that I loved having them and looking at them, but they weren't really practical for my lifestyle. And I hated having them just sit there because they're such beautiful vintage pieces. But for now, I just realized like, okay, I think this one doesn't really quite fit my lifestyle at the moment. So those had to go. Okay, so these next ones might come a shocker to a lot of you. And I do still miss them a lot. But again, I'm just not at that place mentally or financially where I can just hold on to bags that I'm not really using just because I love them. It just gives me a lot of anxiety and stuff. So yeah, I sold my two 19 bags. If you can guess, so I had 3 at one point because I just got super obsessive with the 19s and I went all out. But yeah, I sold 2 of them. If you can guess which ones I sold, comment them below. So I sold 2 of them, and the ones I sold were my small lambskin one and then the larger goatskin bag. And the reason why I sold them was because I realized that with the 19s, at least right now for my own style, this is how I felt, but the 19s in that beige color and with that silhouette, it's like puffy and very like feminine and soft looking. I felt like the beige color just didn't really match me or my wardrobe as much. I felt like I really needed to cater my wardrobe or think about what I was going to wear if I wanted to wear those 19s. And yes, they're just beige and they're very neutral, but to me, it felt a lot more feminine because of the structure and shape of the 19s. So I felt like I was struggling a little bit with wearing them. And then that's when I realized, okay, maybe they don't really fit me as much as I want them to. Like they're so pretty and practical and I love the 19 bags, but I just realized that colorway, at least right now for the 19s, just didn't really match me. So I had to sell that. I just brought a new bag. Just thought I'd change up the view for you guys a little bit. But yeah, I actually consider selling my vintage flap a few times as well. But every single time I think about it, I just put her on in the mirror and I'm like, no, I can't do it. But it is my most expensive bag and it does get worn the least. So sometimes I'm like, should I just sell it and try to buy one again in the future? Maybe when I feel a little bit better about having my bag mostly sit on the shelf. I think it's a great bag, so she's staying for now. The next item that I wanted to talk about is not something I sold, but I just returned immediately, is my Celine sneakers. I really wanted a nice pair of white sneakers that I could kind of wear out when I'm dressing up a little bit. So I thought the white Celine sneakers would be a really good buy. But to be honest, like at least the ones I got, they were the high tops. They didn't feel very sturdy at all. Like I'd much rather just wear my Nikes. For sneakers, I just didn't feel good about buying really expensive shoes that didn't feel like they would last or felt like they kept me comfortable. I just feel like I need shoes that are really comfortable, reliable, and those just didn't really feel like it. So I don't know, maybe I got the wrong style, the wrong size, but those had to go. Okay, I couldn't finish filming the other day, so it's a new day, new bag, new outfit. I can't remember where we left off. Actually, hold on. I feel like that's a lot of things now that I think about it that I've sold. There is one more thing though that I just remembered. I also sold my dark pink classic flap. I really liked it and I liked that it was a pop of color. It was really fun. But again, like I'm just not the type of person that uses the classic flaps a lot. I think they are really beautiful bags, but with the price, I just don't think I can justify it right now. Maybe a vintage one, but I do have my vintage larger crossbody shoulder bag thing that I really like, and that one's black, so I don't really feel like I need a black vintage. And I have the dark beige, so I don't know if I'll add another classic flap, to be honest. I'm really satisfied with the one I have, and like I mentioned earlier, even sometimes with that one I think like, should I sell it? But ultimately I still really love it. It doesn't give me anxiety having it. Sometimes I think about selling it mostly when I just want to buy something else, but yeah. Actually, a recent thing I sold is my Gucci Balenciaga Horsebit bag. I loved that bag, but after the whole Balenciaga thing, if you don't know, I mean, you probably know if you're a luxury person, but after that whole thing, I was just like, it just totally sucked away the happiness of having that bag for me. And so I actually traded it with Rebag for a different bag that I'm excited to show you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to get it soon, and I'm thinking about making a video on the whole trade-in process. It's been a positive experience for me so far, but we'll see once I get the bag and everything. I was kind of nervous about making this video. I don't know why. I feel like it's a lot of talking and just like me kind of being here, so I was kind of nervous, but I really enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!